Okay, we're playing on the map which is called Lowland, guys. And the map is designed in a way that you on the high ground... It's Lowland, right? Lowland. Let me quickly confirm, but it must be Lowland. Yeah, the way this is distributed, it must be Lowland. Yeah, so the way this map is designed is that you have a high ground where the trees are, and you have all the TCs here from every player, right? This is how it's looking like. And the specific on this map is as well that every player has 2 gold piles consisting out of 2 gold mines. And they also have 2 gold stone piles with 2 stone. No, 2 stone. I don't know. Like 2 stone here with 2 piles each. I'm not sure if how you phrase that in English properly. And then there is a hill. You go down, and in the middle you have a lot of gold, a lot of stone, a lot of food, and a few deers as well. So let's see what the strategy is here. So we have Larry. Let's start off with Larry. Larry playing as Bengalis here in the gray trunks. And he's flanked, right? And Bengalis, they are not really known for their great ranged units. They are known for their unique unit, which is called the Ruff, which is a unit which can switch between melee. Yeah, I think melee. God damn it, I hate that word. Melee unit and range unit. And they're also known for their elephants, because their elephants are taking minus 25% bonus damage against units. And they also have a unique tech which allows them to attack 20% faster. Elephants. Good. Then we have in the middle Nikov playing as Hindustanis. And Hindustanis is a very standard civilization. It is the old Indians. And there were only a few changes to them. They don't have elephant archers anymore from the castle. They have a unique unit which is called Gurjurm or something like that, which is literally a great unit against ranged units. It has a lot of pierce armor. But what we will see from Nikov is a lot of camels, I think. And they also have the last upgrade on the cavalry units again. Okay, good. Then, who set up the prediction? Awesome. There is a mod in the chat. I don't know who, but there is. Then we have Hera playing as Gurjaras. And Gurjaras... Well, with Gurjaras, you will go for the camels as well. I don't think he is going to go for the Shrivamsha. And Gurjaras is the civilization which starts with 2 forage bushes. And the civilization can also add sheep into the mill, and that sheep or the food stock is going to provide you food. So you can say 6 sheep are roughly 1 villager gathering food from a sheep. Then blue, Mr. MBL, he's playing as Dravidians, and Dravidians, in my opinion, is the best flank civilization out of these 4 new civilizations, because they have the full upgrades on the range units. They have arbalest, they have thumb rings, they have brace, and they have ringed range armor. Okay. Then we have orange playing as Britons, the classy flank civilization here. Not too much to add there. Britain should always have the better position. Then Mr. Yo playing as Hindustanis here in purple. So we will see camels from him as well. Then we have Bad Koala playing as Berbers. Berbers pretty standard as well. We saw them right in the previous game. Nikov played them. And Lix playing as Ethiopians. A very strong flank civilization as well. So if we're talking about civilizations, AM are not going to have the advantage here. So WWP should have the slight lead here. And they definitely need that because, you know, they're trailing behind 3-0. So they need to get some W's in, because every single game counts, right? As this is a round robin stage. And will win this game. They have Bengalis and Gurjaras. Well, let's see. Let's see what they're opting for. So, Larry seems to be going for a very standard Archer build, I suppose. What else could it be? Is he going for scouts? I don't think so. And let's not forget, he's getting the 2 extra villagers. And Lix, man, he's running into the TC. That's hurting. Lix is going to be up to fuel age a bit faster than Larry, though. And I'm sure Larry has never ever played this civilization before. Already went all in on the WWP. I think this game is a good game to go for an all-in onto WWP. Just like that. MBL losing a villager here, that's pretty annoying. And of course, I guess the focus will be fully on the flanks, right? I don't think we will see too many pocket harassments here. Now I'm wondering, is Hera going for scouts? Or, yeah, he's going for scouts. He's not on gold. So not the camel, fuel age camel. Look at that. The good old camel scout. I'm sure Hera has never seen that. No, he has. Obviously, but... Oh, Paladin! Quick walling this one out. Very nice move here. Was in time. Second archer range coming up as well for Paladin. And he wants to, well, this here. And believe me, guys, you don't want to fight that camel scout in fuel age with your scouts, because they are just shredding them. They're doing 10 damage, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure, like... I think... Paladin needs way more villagers on gold here. And he stayed too long in the TC. And this is a big problem. He has 3 archers queued up here and nothing here. That's definitely a mistake. He finally... yeah, okay. He just had enough gold to do that. Yeah, Larry going for skirms. Why would he go for skirms? That's not the civilization which gives you faster attacking of the skirms. That's Dravidians. I saw her stream and there he went fuel and killed the sheep. Is he still doing that? And there he went fuel and they killed the sheep. Then killed the sheep. Apparently, yes. Oh, Mr. Yo getting some damage in. And he's not going to be able to pick that one off. Oh, don't commit. Oh, why does he commit there? Why would he commit here? He's losing 2 scouts and the half HP of 1 scout for killing 1 villager. Never worth it. Never. And yeah, Dravidians. Okay, so MBL, he has the faster attacking skirms, right? Okay, I will change that. Now it should be fine. Interesting way of playing. They don't have too much experience with the new civilizations yet. AM does. Can definitely say that. I think they had in mind that they are going to lose the 4v4. And it's kind of a throwaway game for them. Feels like that. Larry's going for trash. I don't know why though. Why would you go for trash as Bengalis? I understand why you would maybe do it with Dravidians, because you have faster firing skirms. But as Bengalis, you don't have any bonus there. And now, this is really hurtful. Because the scouts are killing the skirms, and the archers are going to kill the scouts. So on the right hand side, they're completely dominating here. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it completely dominating, but definitely better for WWP. And here on this side, looking very, very promising as well for WWP, because Larry is playing extremely defensive here with the trash units, and he's not going to be able to do any damage to Lix. And Nikov right now, what is he going to do? Nothing. Bad quality attacking that wall is not going to help him anything. Yeah, they're just retreating, trying to get in somewhere else. Lyria and Nikov going for fast castle. It kind of looks like that, yeah. Okay, Bad Koala going for wheelbarrow right now. I like that move. That will give you a nice boost. And then he should be able to pump out a lot of knights here. MBL, trashiness, man. Going for trashiness. Question is now, who's going to be up to Castle Age the fastest? We'll keep a close look into that one. How's going down? Hera is forced to do the quick walls, but the problem is, he can never engage into that, right? It's just not gonna happen. Because he will always have to fall back. He doesn't have any army to fight this. And by looks of it, he will not get any support as well. Now we have Lyri going for cast stage. Nikov going for cast stage as well. And Hera is not looking too strong right now. He is going to struggle a lot. And this army is going to be taken off as well. Can I rebat? I told you, Heathcliff, you should have gone for WWP. You should have listened to me. And yeah, Hera is completely doomed. Now, Lix is going for Castle Age. What's going on? I'm still online, right? Interesting. Capture just crashed. Interesting. Okay, sorry about that, guys. How is this fight looking? This fight is looking dead equal, no? But it should be better for a WWP. So much colors. Yeah! Very surprising. Oh, 34 villages for Hera. He lost quite a bit. And the skirms, they're not going to cut it against the scouts. This fight looked very colorful. Yep. The commitment was there. Another... what? How did the pikeman not, or the spearman not deal any damage there? Super interesting. 3 TCs coming up for Lyri. He's just booming. And he's going for elephant archers. Going for the elephant archers. And the elephant archers are not going to be too strong against the crossbows. Because they're... let's see. What is their pierce armor? 2. Yeah, they have 2 pierce armor. So the crossbows are just gonna shred them, right? The elephant archers are not going to be too strong here. And we have camels. Like, Lix, just Lix himself is going to be able to fight everything off with just crossbows. He's going to shred elephant archers and he's going to shred the camels. And now he sees, okay, my opponents are going for elephant and camels. And also, Bad Quali, he can mass camels himself now with Berbers, right? He should be doing that. Yeah, he's doing that. He's massing camels. Mr. Yo, he is massing camels as well, I would assume. Yeah, exactly. And here we will have the crossbows. All players are expanding, adding the TCs. Except MBL. MBL, he is 40 seconds away from Castle Age. While Paladin, he is much sooner to Castle Age. And they should be dominating. These skirms are not going to live too much long anymore. Does he have the armor upgrades? Lyri does. Yeah, he does, right? So he has 2+1 now. Purple, yellow, and orange, all of them are expanding. And elite skirms are going to come in now for MBL. And he needs to be really cautious here. Do you think elephant archers cost too much? Yes, I think so. They're just so bad. And like, this army crushes this army without any single question in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind. Oof, this is going to be a juicy one. And also here, this is looking very good for the Chinese. Nice micro. And I hope that we are going to get some lovely fights here. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. No, 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 no. Nikov having a huge advantage in terms of economy over Paladin, over Bad Koala. But does he have the army? 14 to 17? Yeah, he has a bit of more army. So Nikov is definitely in a better position than Bad Koala. But I still don't think that's going to matter too much. Hera is booming now himself. And MBL is just forced to play this one. This one himself. Oh, let's take a look at the Elephant Archers. Yeah, they're okay against the crossbows. But this is going to be... Look at Larry, man. Freaking Larry. He somehow manages to make them work. 3 TCs plus Elephant Archers is really tough. Yeah, it is. You will usually not have the economy for doing that. And what are they doing now? They're going to retreat. They will accept their fate. Accepting that they will be behind in terms of economy. But they will switch their focus or shift their focus completely to Hera here. And Hera preemptively going for Siege Workshop. More TCs being added here. And yo, he will be looking very strong, I think. But Nikov, man, Nikov is playing extremely well. Recently. Eco behind, army ahead. Well, if they are able to deal damage to Hera... Why are they always going to Hera? I don't know. It's not like Gujaras is the most... is the scariest thing to fight against. Right? This TC is going to go down in no second. And yeah, now their Elephant Archers and Camels going to be coming here. I mean, you in theory can kill that with a lot of Camels, but Bad Koala is not going for that right now. And Larry, he's 3,600 score. He's just going ham. Do you think we get to see the Hindustani's unique building? Maybe for the Chinese team, I could see that, yes. And Lixi is going to be in a whole hell of pain now, or a lot of pain right now. Oh! Oh, Paladin losing a lot of archers here due to that mangonel shot. And that's something which was so expected, that if Hera has the Siege Workshop there, he's obviously going to go for that, right? But what can I say? IM looks to be stronger here. It definitely looks like that, guys. They are having the score lead. 3,400 against 3,200. And it's not like with the 4v or 4v2 they're able to kill Hera. Hera lost 1 TC, yes, but that's about it. Do you see that? This is the moment where he regrets to play AV2 again. Larry is not doing well in Age of Empires 4, and Hera should be back to Age of Empires 2. Well, not sure. He might be playing Age of Empires, League of Legends. I don't know what he's going to go. Yeah, I think the saving grace for AM needs to be, for the Chinese needs to be Mr. Yo. I really think so. Because man, look at how this looks like. This is just madness. This is really, really madness. Literally going up to Imperial Age. Wow. And his counterpart, Lex 46 villagers. This is looking so bad for WWP here. It's really looking bad. And yeah, now they're trying to switch focus. Let's see how well that's going to turn out. Yeah, it just feels like Bad Koala, he's not getting the numbers out. Yeah, sorry man, I was sure that WWP is going to win this one. Mr. Yo and Paladin are going up to Imperial Age now though. So that's going to be very, very good for them. Yeah, they must not throw the units like this now. You gotta be very cautious. Lex is completely out of the game. Well, not completely, but he has taken a lot of losses. And now, Bad Koala could now... Well, not now, right? He needs to wait for more army. Yeah, he has less than Nikov here. Oh, this is looking very, very desperate. for the Chinese. This here is good for the Chinese, yes. Nikov is taking some losses. Yeah, I think... How many... He has 20 camels. Mr. Yo has. Mr. Yo needs to support Bad Koala here. And he needs to. Otherwise, they're just dead. Okay. It crashed. It apparently crashed, guys. Okay, so we have... Where were we? So, Larry hit Imperial Age, right? He's not getting any Imperial Age upgrades yet, though. So, I'm wondering why that is the case. And look at him, he's just completely dominating. He has 5,700 scores. That's just insane. And he's going for Elite Elephant Archers now. That's insane. Oh, don't take that fight, Batcaller. Oh, why is he taking that fight? It's not a good fight, is it? You should have waited for Mr. Yo here, I think. The Elite Elephant Archers are going to be... Yeah, okay, that was a great fight for Batcaller. My bad. I thought... I thought for 1 second that the Elephant Archers are going to be stronger against the camels, but... I mean... That's a huge mistake by me. Of course they are not. The Elephant Archers suck. Larry is so now annoying with those Elephant Archers. Oh, now they're trapped. They're not dying though. They're just not dying. They're going to kill the camels. They're just not dying. Oh, this is... Look at Larry's score. He has 7,000 score. That's insane. It's really insane. Yeah, I think all the hope is on... Let me see. MBL, he's really struggling. He's Castle Age. He's going imp now, but he will lose against the Paladin, obviously. He doesn't have any access to gold as well, so... MBL, he will be out of the game pretty soon, I guess. Then we have... Hera. He is still going strong with the boom, but he's not adding anything to the fray. And as I said, guys, Mr. Yo, he is going to be the most important player here for the Chinese, I think. Because he's the one who has the Imperial Camels, and he's the one who has to be able to make something happen here. This is the MTC. I don't think Paladin is going to go for that one. No, he's not, right? Yeah. Let's see. And we have Imperial Camel Rider for Mr. Yo here. Let's see how that one is going to do. We have, like, Berbers needs to get to Imperial Age as soon as possible, but he only has 87 villagers. And Nikov, he has 150. That's going to be... Once Nikov reaches Imperial Age... Yeah. That's going to be very tough. And they are going to... They need to push here as soon as possible. MBL, he's trying to withstand the aggression, right? His MTC, in theory, could go down, but I don't see it happening. It's 80%. Yeah, it's not happening. And Hera, he's going up for Imperial Age now as well, and he's going for camels. And Gujaras... No, Gujaras doesn't have anything special for the camels, do they? What does Gujaras have special about the camels? I don't think anything, right? Plus 4 melee armor. Ah, yeah, that was this. Okay, okay. You're right, you're right. Yeah, Hera, once Hera is imp, they will have all 4 of them in Imperial Age. They are lacking behind in terms of army size, though. Very heavily. Okay, Nikov now going for a heavy camel rider himself. And yeah, Lix... I feel like Lix is completely out of the game. Just as MBL. And... Paladin... Bad Koala. He's going to be so important. He's going to be so important. He needs to get himself as many camels out as soon as possible. Oh, this is a good fight for the Chinese. 6,700 team score against 7,100. So I think right now this game is very equal. Depends a lot now on the next few minutes, but I think it should be possible for Chinese if, but only if, Bad Koala manages to get Imperial Age with healthy economy and a lot of heavy camels. Because these elephants, they're going to be shredded by camels, right? I mean, Larry is going for halberdiers. And halberdiers are just going to kill everything which Mr. Yo and Bad Koala are going for right now. So, I don't know. However, MBL losing completely here on this side. And Hera is going to get pushed back heavily as well. So, yeah, I'm not sure, guys. I'm really not sure. This is a very, very close game. But I would assume that Larry has the punching power to make it happen. I don't see how you can kill this army with camels against halberdiers and these elephants. I just don't see that happening, guys. How did MBL get to him? Well, it's MBL. No big surprise there, huh? A critical mass of elephant archers doesn't die to camels so easily. Okay. Especially if halberdiers are mixed in, huh? Oh, nice snipe for Yo. But, you know, he's only allowed to get 200 population as well. Cannot go any further than that. How do you ever engage into that? With the halberdiers being there. It's just too scary. And don't Bengalis also have the tech which allows their elephant archers to attack 20% faster? They don't have thumb ring, but it's still okay-ish there. Jordy really hates elephant archers. My experience is he's right doing so. Exactly. I think so as well. Yeah, I think just Nikov and Mr. Yo, they're kind of equal. And Larry is just stomping over two players here. Lix and Bad Koala. It's just not happening, guys. MBL just strangling. Trying to survive. But Hera, he is losing a lot of ground as well. And now towers are coming up for Paladin as well. They're jumping on the traps. But I think the traps... Yeah. Paladin is losing all his arbalests here. And the tower, the castle is going to go down, but with that, all of Paladin's army is going to be killed as well. And we have Hera now. With Hera now getting the Hussar, his favorite unit as well. And we have 180 army against 150. And overall 650 population against the 550 of AM. Of the Chinese. The Elephant Arch is going down though. So both teams have taken big blows here. And look at that! Like the score, the team score is extremely close here. We have 9,400 for the Chinese and 9,700 for AM. This seems to be a great game here. We have markets coming up for Bad Koala now as well. Kind of blocking the market or the trade route of Lix. And Lix, he needs to get himself into the game. He needs to get himself up to Imperial Age. But that's going to be... Yeah, he's still... Oh no, he's in Imperial Age. Never mind that. Never mind that, guys. If Lix somehow manages to go for Arbalest, that's going to help them so much. Because Arbalests are great against elephant archers and the halberdiers, right? So that's what he needs to go for. I feel like the Chinese are getting into a better and a better position every second. So this is looking good. They need to somehow get rid of MBL though. And that's so easy to do because he's only going for skirms, right? And guys, this game is so close. They are neck and neck right now. And in the middle, Missio is pushing here with the trap. And let's see, Nikov is coming in with a huge amount of army. A huge amount. Missio, he has to retreat, and that he rightfully does so. He has to kill the castle, yes, and just retreat. Retreat. That's never going to be a good fight to take. And, oh, the Chinese are going to take the Skolir here right now. This is so close right now. I was sure that AM has that one in the back, but it doesn't look like that too convincingly anymore. And man, if Lick somehow manages to get himself to the Arbalest, the game is won. He needs to go to Arbalest. That's what he needs to do right now. I feel like this is such a bad fight for the Chinese. I'm not sure why they are taking this fight. Bad Koala, just retreat. There is no need for you to take that fight. Lix is only losing skirms, so that doesn't matter. And yeah, in the middle, this is going to be interesting. But okay, now we have camels from Mistio coming in. And that's exactly what was needed, because the camels are just shredding the skirms here. Are they? The skirms are okay against the camels. Oh man, but the thing is, AM, they don't really have a trade route or trade setup yet. While the Chinese, they are doing a good job in doing that. 215 army against 190. And 400 villages against 470. So this is such a close game. You know, anything can happen now. Anything can happen. Nikov, Larry, they're playing an amazing game. Hera, MBL, they're trying what they can to provide the best to their team. But yeah, it feels like MBL is hanging on a threat, just like Lix is. And Lix, he just doesn't have the economy right now to go for Arbalest, right? He's trying to add some halberdiers or some pikemen as well. He's going for siege ram, and I'm not sure how it's looking like. So on the right hand side, this is looking very good for the Chinese. They have full how would you say, full control of that. And is that a doubt castle? That is a doubt castle. Oh, what a doubt castle. That hurts a lot. Total army against 160. 640 population against 680. Man, this is a crazy game. This is by far the best game. By far. This is finally the game which we were hoping to see, because the other 3 games... Well, the first one was good, but the other 2, they were a bit underwhelming, I felt. And man, look at this army size. Ah, look at this army size. I feel like one unit could counter that so well. Do they have Dravidians? No, they don't. They don't have Dravidians. Oh, if they had Dravidians, then they could go for those badass champions or badass unique units. Yeah, that castle is going to go down before it's even going to go up, huh? And Lix, he doesn't have halberdiers. He does not have halberdiers. And Hera is trying to be annoying here with the Hussar. And where are Bad Kaala's numbers? I don't know. He has 20. He has 100 population. Yeah, Bad Koala is just not on the same level as the others. It's just the reality. That's just the reality here. And the raids are going to be so annoying now. Hera is going to be so annoying with those raids. He had 70 camels. He had, that's the thing. Siege Elephant. Getting rid of those towers here. I don't know what you guys think, but right now it feels like... Feels to me that AM has the slight lead here. If I view at it. Because... Lix has right now... Okay, he has 190 population. Yellow is far behind. Far behind in terms of population. Obviously Paladin and Mr. Yo here, they have 200 population each. It feels though... I feel like AM No, the Chinese have a bit more map control, right? That's how it feels like. And they're pushing here more and more. And it feels like AM, they cannot really attack that. So that's why they're kind of ignoring this. Yo could sling a little bit. Yeah, that's something which he, I think, could be doing. Big ass army again for Lyri here, with a few elephant archers and halberdiers. He needs kind of licks to support him. Licks, how many halberdiers does he have right now? 26. Where are those? Yeah, a lot of them are here. He needs that with his army. And yeah, don't fight that. Yo, don't fight that. Please don't fight that. He fought it. He fought it. And now even Paladin forced to go for skirms as well. But you don't really want to go skirms against the Dravidians here. And yeah, now Nikov and Hera, they're just going to be annoying with the Hussars here. I feel like the fact that WWP has switched to trade faster will save them the game. Koala has 60 villagers. Yeah, he's completely... I don't know. Completely struggling. Let's say it like that. How much resource, like Licks, how much resources does he have on gold? If he manages to get Arbalest, I know I'm repeating myself, but if he goes Arbalest, the game is going to be won by them. Here it is looking very nice for Licks, for Paladin as well. And here on this side, it feels kind of like a stalemate right now, right? Especially if Paladin attacks with his Arbalest like that. And man, this just constant ratings are so annoying. But now, Licks, he is pushing, guys. He is pushing. And the Chinese have finally gained an army advantage. They have 220 to 200. Overall, economy is still better for AM. Because Paladin is just... Bad Koala is struggling so much with the economy. And also, Mr. Yo, he has taken a lot of damage as well. But yes, they should be able to clean, guys. They should be able to clean. And now Paladin seems to be pushed back here, doesn't he? Kind of looks like that. But then again, Lix is pushing. He's trying at least. He will be pushed back now. I think... I know I'm repeating myself here, but Lix, he needs to retreat here. Get a lot of Arbalest. Halberdier is in front. And then he has a push which you cannot stop. Right? You just cannot stop that. We play after this set. So this game and another game, and then we are playing. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, this is so hard to cast. This is so hard to cast. There is so much action going on. Here, they are pushing Lix back. Bad Koala, he has Camel Archers. They are not elite yet. I'm not even sure if he has a Thumb Ring. So he's not providing too much to the equation. And yeah, Lexi is struggling. He's definitely struggling, but he's trying the very best he can. There's a raid going on here, but that seems to be saved. No, these are camels, right? So these camels are going to be shredding the Hussars, but Nikov, he is reinforcing with camels himself. Guys, who's going to take this win? I don't know. Like, I really don't know who's going to win this game. 200 army against 215. Still better economy for AM. This game is so close. Chemistry coming in. Camel Archers. How many castles does Yellow have? 2 castle. Oh. 2 castle. And here's still stone here. Yeah, that's bad. Whoops, sorry guys. Return to map. Yes. Ataka. Now I feel like the Chinese are finally pushing here in the manner where how they should. I think the only thing which is missing for Paladin is Onagers. If they get Onagers, they're going to shred this completely, right? No question asked. But no matter what, they're going to push now. And if Yo manages to fully focus on here now, they're going to stomp this. And the question is Lix and Bad Koala going to save this one? And I don't think so. They don't have the army size. They just don't have the army size to push this one back. And that's one of the reasons, guys, why I love 4v4 so much, is because of that. Where one side is losing, the other one is winning, and then you kind of have so many crazy things going on right now, right? Just hard to manage everything. Yeah, the only thing Green is doing is Hussars right now. And the Hussars are not cutting it. What Hera needs to do is he needs to go for camels himself. But man, Mr. Yo, he has to save Lix and Yellow. He needs to. Like 200 army against 220. I just don't see it happening. He needs, like, Mr. Yo, they need Mr. Yo right now to reinforce with camels here. And that's going to be sad for them. They somehow need to get castles up here. Right? I mean, they're pushing here. They're so close to breaking through. They're so close here. The middle has been kind of unintended. And look at this badass army. 22 elephant archers. Let's take a look at the KD. I'm fine with that. KD, we have it here. Guys, you will check yourself. And man... Oh, Bad Koala still is lacking elite. Okay, here we have it. Man, I have good timings, I feel. Really have good timings. I think also what Paladin could be doing is go for Champion and Halberdier. That way he just shreds everything, no? Halberdier here in action. Finally a castle coming up. That one is super important. And here the camels. Yeah. Now with Elite. Oh, and we have Siege Onager. Oh, with Siege Onager, you're just gonna shred everything. Everything. He has Siege Onager. Guys, they're going to be able to hold here. They're really going to be able to hold here. And here they're going to push. WWP has this one, no? How is the trade route? 27, 30, 22, and 35. So very healthy. 66 for Lix. 31 for Bad Koala. 28 for Paladin. And we have 51. Yeah. WWP has the better economy, guys. They definitely do. And they will be able to push. I'm confident they're going to be able to push now. And I don't see how AM is going to be... that he's going to be able to sustain that position. I don't think so. How are you ever going to fight against Halberdier or Siege Onagers? It's just not gonna happen. Especially they don't have possibility to go for bomber cannons. And that's the only way how you can defend that, right? So, yeah. It's not gonna happen. Very bad fight for Nikov. Very bad fight for Nikov. He's throwing away his units here. Are they building the special trade buildings? No. Mistio did not do that. And for sure... Oh! Nikov is doing that. Nikov is doing that, guys. Nice. And what is that one doing again? Exactly? Is it for faster trade? I think it's for faster trade, right? It should be faster trade. The placement is kind of funny. Yeah, the placement is funny. Increase the speed, right? Yeah. Oh, this is such a bad fight for Mr. Yo. He's not using his camels at all in this engagement. Fast and healing. Is healing as well? Okay. 235 army against 220. Man, this game is so close. So close here. But I like that Bad Caller now finally has participated in the game again after the last 10 minutes. And he has Camel Archers. And these Camel Archers are going to be useful. It heals and increases the speed of allies trade units. And yeah, how much percentage do you guys know? I'm still missing Onagers by Paladin. He needs that. 10% faster? Okay. Oh, guys, what kind of game is that? Oh no, he's losing all his siege, siege onagers and halberdiers and arbalest and whatnot. Man, this game is back and forth all the time. Really is. I think everyone is doing the best they can. I feel like the only thing missing here seems to be Paladin not going for Onager. I'm really not sure. It feels like individual AM should be better, right? So they should be winning this game, I suppose. Now, Lix must fully go halberdiers. This is exactly what he's doing. And ignore any kind of range unit. Go for full halberdiers. And don't focus on anything else in this game anymore. Except obviously the siege. Halberdiers to support and the siege to shred. Not to shred your own units though. No, they're getting a huge amount of army now again. Nico Raid on the market. This one here. Yeah. But it's only hussars, right? So the hussars are not going to do too much against those camels. They are going to win, yes, but it's not going to be a deadly fight. And Mr. is defending here as well. I think wood could be an issue here in this game. Okay, Lix is finally supporting with siege onagers, and that's exactly what they needed here. Once they're getting siege onagers, like if they get 2-3 siege onagers here, they cannot stop that anymore. But MBL, he has the siege elephants here. Oh! Oh! Oi, 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 oi. Arbalest melted. And it's exactly good that MBL is taking care of the siege workshops, because siege onagers, he must prevent the siege onagers to be part of this game here. Okay. Larry, he is trying to hold on with 25 elephants here, but that's not gonna happen, right? And it feels like the elephants are just not good enough. MBL has 53 trades, yeah. And they're pushing back here, but this situation or this position seems to be losing as well now for AM. Man, 200 army against 190. Oh, and now well, that's too late. That's too late. The 2-handed man's... How's it called? Two-handed swordman. Now we got it. It's a bit too late. Because MBL, he's not on skirms anymore. But he is on Arbalest. Dagman, thank you so much for gifting another 10 subs. Wow. You're going ham, Dagman. Really appreciate the support you've been giving the last few days. You're also a two-handed man. Awesome. Yeah, like Lix. He needs to get himself out 60 halberdiers. 60 halberdiers. That's what he needs. If he has 60 halberdiers and 4 or 5 siege onagers behind, you're not going to be able to fight against that. But it's obviously much easier said than done. Look at that. These siege elephants. They're insane. Especially the one from Hindustanis. No, I'm just kidding. The Dravidians are the ones which are so strong, right? No, the Gurjaras. He only has 20 in the queue. Yeah. Only. Yeah, they're pushing here. The siege elephants are so good right now. Like, if the siege onagers are not massed in time, they're going to lose this position here. Man, and this halberdier here, this is such annoying halberdier. Oh, guys, I feel like this game is going to go on for a while. Not gonna lie. Dravidians are going to shred Britons right now. That's why I said, guys, Paladin needed onagers himself. That's what he needed. Because Dravidians, look at that. MBL, he has 75 Arbalest. And he has siege elephants. Like, how in the world are they thinking they are going to be pushing this army back? MBL can single-handedly fight against Mr. Yo and Paladin right now. Yeah, there's still a lot of wood left. 657 trees. And this is a stalemate here, isn't it? Yeah, okay, they're pushing. They're pushing. Oh, they need to find an answer. I think... Honestly, does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. No, never mind. Lex shot! Ah. They need to be telling Lex, yo, you gotta focus, man. You gotta focus. Oh, good raid. Good raid here by Mr. Yo. 100 or 200 army against 180. Oh, population 720 against 700. Man, this is such a close game. Such a close game. And I love what... oh, finally! Finally! I love what Bad Koala is doing here. He's just saying, okay, I'm gonna ignore the entire situation here. And I am going to jump into the trade. And the only person who can fight against that is Nikov. And I'm not sure. It depends a lot on where his army is, right? Don't go for the farmers! Go for the trade! Are you serious right now? Go for the freaking trade. Go south! Why is he not going south? There are certain moments in my life where I don't understand certain decisions. Like, go there to the south. I'm serious. Finally. Yeah, MBL pushing back here. Look at the juicy siege elephants. This is a great combination. I think, honestly, does it make sense? I think it makes sense for... So they need onagers from Palin or from Lix. Or they need Husser from Mr. Yo. Yeah, now exactly. He was a bit too late to the party. Now he's not able to fight against those camels. This is a proper all-out war. This is why I love Age of Empires 2. Yeah, that's why we are here watching this. Exactly because of that. Yeah, the question now is, who is able to push faster? Is it going to be Bad Koala and Lix? Or is it going to be MBL and with Hera? And I think it's going to be Lix and Bad Koala. Looks like that. If I was missed... Oh, look at that! I was missing that! Look! That's insane. So they're breaking through here in the south side. And MBL is falling apart here. They're onto the trade, guys. They're onto the trade. Yeah, Chinese team is going to win this one, aren't they? It's looking very healthy for them. In the meanwhile, this fight is going very well for AM as well. For WWP. They're pushing back. The halberdiers are just too much to handle. And we have a 180 to 160 army lead for the Chinese. They're leading with 750 population against the 640. And yes, indeed, AM have resigned. Crazy. I quickly have to clean my nose, guys. I'm sorry about that. Insane game. Loved it. Whew. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. That Mr. Yo, he needs to carry this game. That's exactly how it looked like at the beginning. Yeah, Yo carried the game. I think Paladin and Yo did. Yeah. And then finally, Lix, he made the right call with the Siege Onager. And from there, it was just good. I think what won them the game was the fact that they switched to the trade faster.